What's up, guys? It's Coach Chris here with yourfitnesspath.com, and just got done with a Body Beast shoulder routine. Followed that up with Asylum ab shredder, and now I'm ready to make a new recipe with the Vanilla Shakeology. This one is called Apple Oatmeal. And I'm tweaking the recipe just a little bit because of the availability of ingredients, but I think essentially it's the same. So we've got some unsweetened almond milk, some cinnamon, some oatmeal, just some old-fashioned oats here, and it calls for applesauce, but I just diced up an apple, and it's about a quarter cup equivalent, so that's what I'm going to go with. I've also already prepared the almond milk and ice, so I've got about 8 ounces of almond milk in here and 8 to 10, depending on your preference, cubes of ice. So let's put this together and see how it goes. Just so you know, this Vanilla Shakeology just was released this last week, and I've got a whole box of samples, so if you'd like to get a sample of the new Vanilla Shakeology, just hit me up. You can reach me at yourfitnesspath.com or Coach Chris at yourfitnesspath.com. So let's put this together and see how it tastes. This is the very first time I've made this recipe, so you're going to see my reaction and experiencing the recipe the very first time. So it's a teaspoon of cinnamon here. Put that in there. And then our apples. Again, this is supposed to be applesauce, but we're doing what we can with what we have. Alright, so then what I usually do anytime I make Shakeology is I'll have the 8 ounces of almond milk there, and I'll throw some extra water in there just to give it a little bit more of a liquid consistency. Just depends on your preference. And then I prefer to use this stick blender. People use regular blender, Magic Bullet, Ninja, whatever. This works for me. It's a little easier to clean up, and so bear with me as I mix this up here, and we'll give it a go. Alright, so one of the things I see people make a mistake when they're making their Shakeology is they simply just don't mix it up long enough. You got to use a blender, in my opinion, and you got to go for at least 35 to 45 seconds to make sure it's completely mixed in there, and you don't want any clumps or chunks of ice. In this particular case, it's got oatmeal in it, so you want to make sure all that's nice and ground up before you start drinking, otherwise you're going to have a bad experience. So this is Apple Oatmeal, very first time trying it with the new Vanilla Shakeology. Let's see how it goes. Oh, that's really good. You know, it tastes like that old instant oatmeal apple cinnamon that you probably used to have when you were a kid. That's what it reminds me of. This is great for after a routine like Body Beast, because you've got some simple carbs, or I'm sorry, complex carbs in there that you know, refuels the body there, and of course Shakeology. Now you could also add a scoop of whey protein to this to give you a little bit more protein if you desire. But you know, this is a pretty good combination. If you decide to give Shakeology a try, specifically the vanilla, they give you a 30-day calendar to try several different recipes. This just happens to be one of the roughly 30 to 40 recipes that are available. I've tried a couple others with just ice and water, also adding some cold coffee, and both of those, you know, by itself were really good, but you know, this is a great combo for after a tough workout like Body Beast. So give this one a shot and let me know what you think. Again, if you want a sample, just hit me up on yourfitnesspath.com or Coach Chris at yourfitnesspath.com. Click the like button below. I'll have the recipe listed as well, and check out my other videos on the YouTube channel. Thanks.